It's day 2 of the transfer window, and thus far, all we have heard is stuff with regard to Trent Alexander-Arnold. In today's video, though, we have some more transfer news as a twist has emerged following a green light. Not only that, but we will also go over all of the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video, but first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. This video is sponsored by Clothing. Clothing is a Liverpool clothing site owned by match-going fans. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Anfield, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. As stated, each design is limited edition, and if a product is showing out of stock, they will not be restocking the item, so if you have your eye on something, grab it fast. Lastly, Clothing wants fellow Reds to be 100% satisfied with their orders, so if there is a reason you're not happy, they will refund you with no questions asked. Head over to clothing.com or down into the link in the description to get all of your Liverpool merchandise. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. Konstantin Hatzidakis, the assistant referee who elbowed Andy Robertson in the jaw in 2023, will this month run the line for his first Liverpool game since. Hatzidakis was involved in an unbelievable exchange with Robertson at half-time in Liverpool's 2-2 draw with Arsenal in April 2023, which resulted in the linesman elbowing the left-back in the jaw. The 40-year-old ultimately faced no punishment beyond being briefly pulled from duty by the PGMOL, though he has not been on the pitch with the Reds since. In fact, in the past 21 months, Hatzidakis has only been appointed 3 Liverpool fixtures, all as VAR and, incredibly, not short of controversy themselves. But the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg at Tottenham on January 8th will mark his return to on-field duties for a Liverpool game for the first time since that draw at Anfield. Stuart Atwell has been appointed referee for the tie with Hatzidakis and James Murnering his assistants, and Tim Robinson 4th official. Paul Tierney, who has been involved in a series of run-ins with Liverpool in recent years, will be on VAR assisted by Tim Wood. It comes after Darren England, the VAR at the heart of Luis Diaz's farcical disallowed goal against Tottenham in September 2023, was back in the booth at Stockley Park for the 5-0 win over West Ham on Sunday. The PGMO opted to take both England and Hatzidakis out of the firing line after their transgressions, but have clearly seen fit to reintegrate the pair. It is perhaps notable that they have done so not only following the departure of Jurgen Klopp, but also the dismissal of referee David Coote following his comments on the former Liverpool manager. Klopp was understandably critical of a number of officials during his time in charge, which could make any reappointment more of an issue for the PGMOL, with replacement Arne Slot clearly more amenable. Meanwhile, with Coote's contract terminated in December, there is a noticeable shortage of proven referees at the top level. Liverpool will head to Tottenham in a week's time, with the first leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final falling only 2.5 weeks after the 6-3 victory at the same stadium in the Premier League. In some big Liverpool transfer news as twist emerges, Ben Doak has been flourishing on loan at Middlesbrough this season, but there is a chance Liverpool could opt to test him further for the campaign's second half. Doak has been a key player for Michael Carrick's side since swapping Liverpool for Middlesbrough on loan in August, with 2 goals and 5 assists in 19 games so far. The Scotland international is in the top 1% for winger across Europe for progressive carries, progressive passes, received and touches in the opponent's area per FB Ref. And his performances are attracting interest from above the championship, according to the Mail's Lewis Steele. The journalist writes that a couple of higher-ranked clubs are keeping an eye on his situation with a desire to get him out of Liverpool. As of yet, nothing concrete has happened on that front, but there is a suggestion that movement could be made in January. It is unclear whether the interest is for another loan or a permanent deal, but the hope would be that Liverpool are planning to keep the 19-year-old for the long term. Over the summer, it was claimed that the club were open to offers for Doak, with Leicester among the sides named as suitors for the youngster signed from Celtic. If Liverpool were to pull Doak from Middlesbrough and send him out again for the second half of the season, it would be interesting if Leicester emerged as a viable option. Their interest during the summer was questionable given they had recently signed Abdul Fattah Wu-Issahaku from Sporting CP on a permanent basis, but the Ghanaian suffered a season-ending ACL injury in November. Leicester have relied upon Jordan Ayew, Casey McAteer and Facundo Buonanotte on their right flank since then, but none have been hugely effective. Liverpool are expected to target a new left-back in the summer, and Bayern Munich's Alfonso Davies has been named as a surprise option on a free transfer. While little movement is expected in the January transfer window, there will be a number of key areas for Liverpool to address in the summer. Much depends on the futures of Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, with all three out of contract as it stands, and the latter already subject of a £20 million bid from Real Madrid. But there are other issues within the squad that Arne Slot will be eager to settle, perhaps chiefly at left-back, with Andy Robertson struggling for consistency this season. Robertson remains first choice with Kostas Tsimikas, a rotational backup, but the Scot has seen errors creep into his game amid concerns that, at 30, his workload over the years is beginning to catch up with him. According to the Mail's Lewis Steele, there are three potential options at left-back, including Bayern's Davies. Davies has been a key player for Bayern since 2019, but only turned 24 in November, and with his own contract running out at the end of the season, could be available on a free. Previously, Liverpool sources had denied claims of interest in the Canada international, but Steele's mention is intriguing. In December, The Athletic's German football correspondent, Seb Stafford-Bloor, claimed that multiple industry sources say Liverpool have expressed an interest and that they would be the most plausible Premier League destination. However, even then, a move was described as an unlikely outcome, with Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man United, Chelsea and Arsenal also named as possible destinations. Interestingly, Real are reported to have contacted Davies' representatives at the start of 2024 to gauge the terms of a prospective deal, but their interest appears to have cooled. Steele also mentions Fulham's Anthony Robinson and Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez as options for Liverpool, though Davies' name is certainly the most eye-catching. An explosive attacking left-back Bayern's number. 19 could be an ideal solution if the plan is to shift an emphasis to the left flank in the event of Alexander-Arnold's departure at the end of the season. Any deal would likely be a costly one regardless of its status as a free transfer, however, with Davies almost certainly commanding a top-level wage as well as a significant signing-on fee. Joe Gomez, Liverpool's longest-serving senior player, has continually had to prove himself during his near decade at the club. Arriving in 2015 as an 18-year-old from Charlton with a £3.5 million price tag, Gomez was seen as a first-team prospect. Despite his potential, injuries have repeatedly disrupted his progress. On Sunday, Gomez made his 8th consecutive start in Liverpool's 5-0 win over West Ham, but was forced off before halftime with a hamstring injury, replaced by Jarell Quansah. Head coach Arne Slot confirmed Gomez would be sidelined for quite a bit, pending scans. The injury came at an inopportune time, as Gomez had stepped in admirably during Ibrahima Konaté's absence, rediscovering a strong partnership with Virgil van Dijk. Gomez's form, particularly against Man City, Tottenham and Fulham, raised questions about whether Konaté should immediately reclaim his spot. However, with Gomez now injured, Konaté's return becomes more pressing. Despite enduring 226 missed games due to various injuries, Gomez's resilience and professionalism stand out. Reflecting on his decade at Liverpool, Gomez recently expressed gratitude for his journey and emphasised his focus on being a reliable squad player. Though his latest setback is frustrating, Gomez remains a valuable asset, demonstrating his importance to Liverpool beyond being just a backup. That brings us to the end of today's video. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more daily Liverpool content. Thank you.